I believe that we should teach kids in school that failure is more valuable than success. And the reason I say that is because you don't learn anything from success. Success, of course, there's that sense of achievement, and there's that really good feeling of achieving whatever it was that you were going for. And but with failure, all it leaves you with is disappointment, anger, and a hunger to come back stronger and succeed again. Yeah, sorry, succeed instead. You'll adapt, and you'll learn how to not fail again. The greatest winners in history were also failures, and at the start at least, and these failures made them stronger. There's a lot of things I've failed at, and I would look back and say I'm glad that I failed at that. It made me a stronger person. It's led me to the man I've become today. The reason I say this is because I've been on No Fap for I couldn't tell you, 2.5 years. And today, as it stands, I'm on day 73 of one of my longest streaks I've ever had. And I'm confident that I'm not going to relapse again. Now, the reason I say that is because I've experienced failing at No Fap over and over again. And it's my brain, I've taught myself, I've been through all this, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not relapsing is something that's going to happen again. I can guarantee it. So I thought I'd share with you the things that I've learned in my two-year journey, through years of long streaks, but then relapsing, that sort of thing. Now, the first and most important thing I'd like to share with you is doing it cold turkey. For those who don't know, cold turkey is no porn, no masturbation, none. Some people believe that you can be on No Fap and watch porn without masturbating. No. Believe it or not, porn is the real issue. People really can't, I suppose people can be addicted to masturbation, but the main reason people are addicted to masturbation is because it means masturbating to porn. Porn is a super stimulant, and even just watching it without fapping, or watching it while on a no fap streak, you're doing the damage. You're still doing some damage. Your brain just isn't designed to handle this sort of stimulation, and it's the real thing that fucks you up. Masturbating every day, in my personal opinion, doesn't do any damage, or at least it doesn't do near as much damage as porn addiction. So now the reason I say this is, if you're watching this and you're on an early streak, you're thinking, well, duh, I'm not gonna watch porn, or I'm not gonna go back on those sites. Well, I'm not talking about porn. I'm talking about just sexual stuff in general. You can get what's ended a lot of mass streaks, or a good majority of mass streaks, is what ends up happening is that you'll watch something softcore, or you'll look at something softcore, you'll see it. The sort of stuff that's reasonable on social media, you'll see it, and then you'll watch it either on purpose or not on purpose, and your brain sees that as breaking a barrier. So you're like, oh, I've already watched this, I may as well watch something harder. So watching that one sexy video on YouTube could lead to watching a porn video on Pornhub. So my general rule is, if you see something sexual, close it immediately. Don't seek anything sexual, anything that could be stimulating. Your brain will try and trick you because your brain is just wanting to get its dopamine back, the dopamine surges it was getting from porn. Don't listen to your brain. Do what's right. Stay away. In my personal opinion, I would say that's the most important thing. That's the thing that's kept me going. Just stay away from everything sexual. Everything. And that sexual stuff also releases dopamine by itself, so that's probably doing some damage, you know. What else? Motivation can only last so long. I've talked about this in a previous video. At the start, the first couple of days are probably the most difficult to get past. And if you get past them, there's a good chance you're going to be on a long streak. But what happens is, you break through that, use all your willpower getting through those first few days. And then the thing about human nature is that people are only motivated to do something for so long before you sort of forget why you're there. You forget your purpose. So another thing that's ended my long streaks is your motivation will go away, and you'll forget why you're on No Fap, and most importantly, you'll forget the benefits you have. You'll forget how good life is now compared to how it was before, because it was so long ago that you were this porn addicted junkie who hated life. Your new norm is this new baseline of enjoying life and being happy and confident. So you'll forget what it was like before, and if you relapse, trust me, you'll be thrown into the pit. You'll be thrown back into this shitty life immediately, and you'll feel it. You will feel it. Don't do it. It's, as I said, willpower can only last so long, but as long as you keep in your mind, as long as you know in your heart, I'm a better person now, and there's no need for me to do this. I'm only going to ruin my life again. Keep that in mind, and it should carry you far. Other things I've learned. Just know that every month you're on will get better. Every month on No Fap, each month is better than the previous month. You'll get new benefits. Your previous benefits will be enhanced. And just know that good things are coming. Just know that if you stay the course, you'll be on the road to success. In terms of other things, don't worry about wet dreams or anything like that. Anything you can't specifically control is not your fault. It wasn't a relapse. Wet dreams can happen if you're not having sex on you can have sex on No Fap, but if you're not having sex, then it's a good chance you're gonna wet dream at some point. Don't get too arrogant. One of the things that'll happen is you become ultra confident, and you may become arrogant due to this confidence. One of the things I've learned over the last 2 years is once you get once you get the confidence, learn how to control it. Learn to be humble. Being humble is infinitely more impressive than telling everybody things you have. People will be more, people will be 100 times more impressed when they know when they find out by themselves that you've got something, or just keep your arrogance and cockiness to yourself. And there's something else I was going to say along those lines. I think that's everything. As I said, I've been on No Fap for a long time, and I think I'm finally at the point that I can say I'm never going back. Understands my goals, and like I've built up. Eventually, what happens is that you'll build up this sort of relapsing. Will in porn, you'll just build a mental barrier eventually. If you hate it enough, you'll eventually teach your brain that relapsing is not an option. Watching porn, not an option. And no matter how much you get tempted, you'll just. I haven't had an urge in weeks. I think it's because my brain's finally, given up. It's accepted that relapsing is not going to happen, and porn is not going to happen. So I hope you enjoyed the videos, the video, guys. If you're a new viewer, my name's Ethan, and I'm on day 73, and I do occasional uploads where I talk about the, just general things that I think of doing videos, and I usually do a report of how I'm doing at the start of each video. In terms of how I'm doing today, I'm doing great. I feel I feel a little bit of a dip in my moods, and I haven't worked out in a couple of days, so I need to work. I really want to work out today, because working out just makes you feel better immediately, and it'll make you feel better for the next couple of days too. Especially if it's a hard workout. And I need to get refocused on refocus. I need to refocus my brain. I'm focusing on the wrong things right now. I've been playing Gran Turismo on my PlayStation for the first time in a long time, and you think you're good, and then you go online and you go up against people who are just as good, if not better, and it can be frustrating, but whatever, we just chilling. Well, I hope you have a good day. I hope everybody's doing well. I'll talk to you later.